Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the third of our live shows this lovely Saturday evening in Scotland. Our regional championships are now well underway, with our first section competition now coming to a close. It's been a busy but fantastic day here in Perth Concert Hall. Before we go any further, here is a chance to review the results of the third section competition, which drew to a close here just a few hours ago. Let's take a look at the running order for this evening and hear some words from our adjudicators, who we managed to catch up with before they entered the box for the final time today. So good afternoon, Anne, good afternoon, Yappy. Welcome back here to our viewers in Perth Concert Hall, where we are just about to get ready for the first section competition. The adjudicators are going to head into the box in 5 minutes or so. So could you tell us a little bit about Legacy, which is the test piece that's going to be performed this afternoon?
So we have Legacy by Tom Dvorin. Tom is a fantastic composer, and this piece is, we were chatting about it earlier on, and it's very filmic. It's another fantastic piece written for the championships this weekend. It's very filmic, very descriptive, full of lots of emotion, full of lots of passion, but at the same time, lots of precision in the accompaniment and things like that. It's a fantastic piece.
Yeah, good. So, obviously, first section, we're getting towards the kind of the more challenging pieces of music for bands to perform. Where are the difficult pieces in this particular test piece? What are the difficult parts that are going to really start to tease these bands apart?
Yeah, I think I understood there are more versions. Tom wrote first another version and then extended the piece, I think, with the third movement. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, you can see that he managed to make a beautiful total construction of the piece. And if you're asking about little tricky difficulties, the rhythmical difficulties is really intensive if you want to hear all these little rhythms in the euphoniums. And there is a very tricky soprano part also. So I think it's not easy for bands to get everything through. In the lower corners there are little decorations in the parts which will be difficult to hear and to get them clear.
Fair enough. So the detailed parts here are where we're going to start to see the differences and give particular bands the opportunity to shine. Great. Is there any other things that you will be looking for in this particular test piece as the bands perform for you today?
The overall quality of band sound, I guess, and that balance top to bottom. It's there are places where you have solo work as well, so you've got quality of soloists as well, but the scoring underneath it needs to be really nicely balanced so that it doesn't swamp the soloist. But the scoring is quite thick in places as well, so it's going to take a really keen ear and really expertly judged performance to get that balance just right, and to let the soloist shine, but have that same clarity behind it as well. So it's things like that as well. The opening, there's a tricky opening as well. Really, as Jappy says, rhythms that you really need the clarity in as well to give a really shining performance.
Brilliant. Well, I know you guys are going to head off to the box shortly for the first section, which is the last set of performances today. I will leave you now. I hope you enjoy, and we will see you back again tomorrow for the fourth section, which I believe you're also adjudicating as well. Great. Well, have a lovely afternoon, have a great evening, and I will speak to you again tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
And with the first section competition now underway, we have the results of the first section draw. Programme number 1 for this evening is Bathgate, conducted by Craig Anderson, who drew position number 8. Programme number 2 is Campbelltown Brass, conducted by Stephanie Mitchell, who drew position number 2. Programme number 3 is Colburn Silver, conducted by Gareth Bowman, who drew position number 7. Programme number 4 is Dalkeith and Moncton Hall, conducted by James Chamberlain, who drew position number 4. Programme number 5 is Granite City Brass, conducted by Bruce Wallace, who drew position number 6. And programme number 6 is Johnston, conducted by Mark Goods. They drew position number 5. Programme number 7 is Kingdom Brass, conducted by Ian Porthouse. They drew position number 1. Programme number 8 is New Mains and District, conducted by Michael Marzella, and they drew position number 3. Programme number 9 is New Milnes and Galston, conducted by Mark James, who drew position number 10. And finally we have programme number 10, Tillis Russell, conducted by Ray Munday, who drew position number 9. Sorting them then into draw order, we have Kingdom Brass, Campbelltown Brass, New Mains and District, Dalkeith and Moncton Hall, Johnston, Granite City Brass, Colburn Silver, Bathgate, Tillis Russell and New Milnes and Galston. It's almost time now for the results to begin. Be sure to get involved on our YouTube channel's live chat, and don't forget to subscribe to our page, ringing that bell in the process to make sure that you don't miss out on this weekend's coverage of our event. If you do want to catch up on the full performances from this weekend, be sure to check out www.brasspass.tv, who will be publishing full performances from this weekend on their platform for you to enjoy. That's www.brasspass.tv. With our adjudicators likely to take to the stage any minute, we've just got enough time to take a look at some photographs from this evening's activity in the hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the adjudicators have made their adjudication, so may I have a representative from each of the 10 bands that competed in the 2020 first section competition onto the stage, please. Please don't be shy, ladies and gentlemen. The slower you are, the later it will be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still missing a representative of New Mains. So if there's anybody from New Mains, from our band, who would like to come up and represent the band on stage, then we'll be able to get cracking. Son, what about 3 cheers? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the moment of truth. So let me first of all introduce to the stage the Education Officer of the Scottish Brass Band Association, John Boats. And the President of the Association, Kerry Boats. And our two adjudicators for the first section, Anne Crookston and Yappy Dijkstra. I think it would be very hard to stop the President from speaking, so ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Scottish Brass Band Association. Gary.
Good evening, folks. Can I ask you first of all to start by giving yourself a mammoth round of applause? It's 8:54 and we've made it through day one of our championships. It's been a fantastic day for us today. We've worked really hard to hopefully provide you with a service that's fitting of all of the hard work that's been going on in the band rooms, all of the dedicated babysitters, and all of the supporters that you all have had. So can I thank all of them from us and for making this event today such a success. Thank you to our staff in Perth Concert Hall who look after us so well. Thank you to our SBBA volunteers who are the real diamonds, as I've said before, and they work so hard, but they want to just make it. Hi! I'll take a picture. I thought they were taking a picture of me. Sorry, Stephanie. I couldn't resist. They do work so hard, but they really do enjoy everything that they do. We also have been really lucky and fortunate this weekend to have our SBBA PR team working hard behind the scenes to live stream the results. And also Brass Pass have joined us this weekend. Martin's given me the big thumbs up. With a little reminder, thank you very much, that from Monday, for a cost of £5, bargain cost of £5, you can subscribe to Brass Pass TV and you can watch all of the bands performing in the comforts of your own homes, workplaces, or wherever you choose to watch our championship. So please sign up and support it. And we do it for you that can't hear all of the bands. We want you to be able to watch, probably and criticise and praise the work that's been going on in the band hall. So finally, to our adjudicators, it's been lovely to have Anne and Yappy and earlier on Dave and Sandy join us and to offer their expertise and their comments. And please, please, please go home happy, having made it here, win, lose or draw, and return to one of our many events throughout the year. Safe journey home, folks, and I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Thank you.
Now, I think it is important to know what the adjudicators thought of what they heard, so I'll ask them in alphabetical order. Anne Crookston.
Thanks very much. And first of all, can I say thank you very much to Carrie and all the fantastic team. It's a great honour to be invited along with my colleague Yappy to obviously this very prestigious year, 125th anniversary. It really is a great honour. And a great pleasure to listen to all 10 bands this evening rather. It really was, and I hope you enjoyed playing the piece as well. It sounded to us very much in the box like you did. Great film score kind of music playing, and you certainly all coped with it very well. I don't think we heard a bad sound all evening. It certainly showed us that the quality in this section was really high, and I know it's been a really hotly contested section. And a lot of the performances that we heard today, we're separating them only by little tiny things that were going on. Firstly, can I say congratulations to all of your soloists today, particularly soprano players. Fabulous performances. We heard some some wonderful inner band sounds, great horn sections out there today, lovely playing. And obviously solo cornet players as well, all delivered really well today. Some of the things that really separated out the bands today, and most of you started this piece off really well-intentioned. Musical lines were fabulous, slow movements, all well delivered, lyrical playing as well. What separated a lot of the bands out for us were the tempo choices in that final movement from arresting. And what we lost in the faster performances was a bit of the detail, so that's where the bands really started to separate out. We heard great performances, as I say, all day. I think we have 3 clear performances that were a bit better than the others, and as I say, that's the tempo choices really was the kind of main factor in that. I'll not give the game away too much. Yappy might want to say some more. But once again, from me, thank you so much for all the performances today. Thank you for all of your hard work. Really brilliant journey you've been on and really performed so well today. Congratulations to the winners and good luck in Cheltenham.
And now the words of wisdom from Adjudicators.
Good evening. I say the same beginning words as with the second section. We were very happy that we had a new piece, a new commission piece, because we need new repertoire. And I think Tom Devoren, or Tom Devoren, I don't know how you pronounce it, but anyway, he did a very good job. And you know, I never ever before heard of this gentleman called Nye Bevan, and I understood he is responsible for the National Health Service. Well, we all need it now very much, I think. So, we looked into this work, and Tom wrote, "I'm looking for a complete emotional picture." And that's what we were looking for, especially in the first 2 movements. And the first movement, the fluent and flowing lines, and second movement with some tricky solos. Second movement is called Hope, and some bands gave us really hope. Other bands gave us a little bit less hope, but still, most of the bands coped very well with the second movement. And then the third movement, we were looking for details in technique and rhythm and control. And it seems to be in tempo 1-4-6, it's still quite tricky to get all the details clear. But most of the bands managed to get through the piece very well. And for a level of the first section, I must say, it was a nice afternoon to listen to all of your bands, and I also want to say thank you to the organizers for doing this job here in Scotland. I love to be back in Scotland. Thank you very much.
And just let me remind you that all the adjudicators' remarks will be available on the stage, the far side of the stage, after the awards, and the full list of results will be displayed on the screen. And please, for the bands, would you mind making sure that you take away all your registration cards before you leave? Now, before I give you the results, there are a couple of other awards to make. First, a special award to Alan Court. Alan receives this award in recognition of his 30 years as president of the Colburn Silver Band and all of the service that he has given to the brass band movement in Scotland. Alan Court. Now, those of you who have lasted the day may well have been here for the second section awards. Just before those awards, Andrew McMillan played Philip Sparks' Masquerade, and for Andrew we have a gift voucher to thank him for his magnificent playing earlier in the day. Well, I think that deserves, every note that he played deserves that gift voucher. Now, the awards. The SBBA medal for the best instrumentalist goes to David Prentice, the cornet player with Kingdom Brass. The Thomas Macaulay Memorial Trophy for the best horn player goes to the solo horn player in band number 10. The Mills and Galston. That's Claire Kidd. In third place, receiving the John Cunningham Memorial Trophy in £75 with 90 points, is band number 5, Johnson. Taking second place, receiving the Jim McCafferty Memorial Trophy, £100, and an invitation to compete in the national finals in Cheltenham on the 26th and 27th of September with 92 points, is band number 8, Birthday. Scottish First Section Champions for 2020, winning £200, a medal for each member of the band and the winner's banner, the Archie Smith Memorial Trophy, the Andy Smith Memorial Trophy for the winning conductor, and an invitation to compete in the national finals in Cheltenham on the 26th and 27th of September with 94 points, is band number 1, Kingdom Brass. Well, that completes the first section awards and the first day of the Scottish Championships. We'll be back here tomorrow in about 12 hours' time at 9:30 with 14 Section 4 bands, followed by 3 Section 4B bands at 1 o'clock, and the Championship section at 2:30. Thank you for coming today, and have a very good night. And I suspect that the members of the winning band would like to come to the stage for a photograph.